Good evening and welcome back to another live Let's Play here on exclusive to YouTube. I am your host Swishbone for the remainder of the evening. For those of you who have never been here before, this channel is usually about us playing games blind live for the very first time. But here tonight, we are winding the clock way back, 25 years ago. Wow. Let that sink in, people. Let that sink in. This is a game from my childhood which I've not played in about 20 years. I've not played this for a very long time, and finally we are doing it. I am using for this the PlayStation 1 Classic Mini because I wanted to get the console experience on the TV, and of course it's available for me to capture straight away for all of you. For those of you who have been here before, whether you watched me playing through the likes of the Shin Megami Tensei games recently, you've been watching me lose my mind in Digital Devil Saga, perhaps you watched me lose it really badly playing the Crash Bandicoot and Sonic Adventure games. Maybe you were here for all the really obtuse streams like Manual, Samuel and Doki Doki Literature Club, or of course you might have been here for the classic streams like Final Fantasy VII and Forza 4. Either way, a colossal, gigantic welcome to all of you, because without you people, this channel, it would be active, but just wouldn't have that same level of reactivity or interactivity. So one more time, the chat box is that way. Get your comments in there and I'll do what I can to interact with all of you. But for now, enough looking at the Solid Snake's face. It's time to get started. We're going to go on normal for this, purely because I've not played in 20 years. I'm not hardcore enough to even attempt hard. And easy, not really the way we roll. We try to avoid it where we can. This cinematic James Bond-esque opening was an absolute revelation back in the 1990s. This was something we hadn't seen before. Look at those polygons and the jaggies. We have gone way back here, people.
Stay alert. He'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies. And that's a very Bond villain kind of approach, isn't it? Riding in the elevator, making your quick one line, getting out there. You can definitely tell where Hideo Kojima took his inspiration from with this. Absolutely no doubt about it. And now, one of the most iconic things from Metal Gear history. The loading screens.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Ugh. The idea of something directly stimulating the bones of your ear sounds awful. And so here we are, we're in control. Now the first thing I'm going to do is go back into the water, because I saw this when we were looking at the camera. I just found a ration. Weird, the menu system in Metal Gear is weird. You have to like hold down the shoulder button and then cycle through to the item you want. And it's the same here if you got any weapons. It's an unusual design which they did to try and get around the limitations of playing on the PS1. Now we're in sneak mode there, and we want to get as close to the wall as we can. I'm actually like I'm doing this as an FAQ. Believe me, I'm only doing this from muscle memory. This is not because I'm any good, trust me. Now I'm going to try something. If you're quick, you can actually get them from behind and break their necks. Just like that. Oh, and he's dropped me another ration. Very kind of him.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
I'm probably better to hide somewhere. Oh.
Snake, don't forget this is a covert operation. There are lots of bad guys and only one of you. If you're spotted, you'll be surrounded before you know it.
If that happens, you're finished.
First, go to the elevator in the back. Take it up to the ground floor. Then look for the DARPA chief.
Okay. And as I can see, he did that all while watching someone drop to dead. Now, you're supposed to hide here, but I think I've actually cleared the area out of enemies. So I've actually done a more stealth assassin approach in this opening sequence. That's probably as good as you're going to see me play, by the way. Don't expect to see me be like, you know, when you watch me playing the Resident Evil 2 games and able to go across. No. This will not work the same way. So now we're literally just waiting for the elevator. This is riveting, exciting stealth action for you all. All courtesy of this old classic game. Yes, I still have an original copy with me. So I'm supposed to hide, but I don't need to. There's no enemy nearby. This part must be a speedrunner's nightmare. You literally sat waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And there's nothing you can do. You just gotta sit back and watch. The music's awesome though. It's really cool, atmospheric, orchestral style with the vocal tones slowly building up in the background. So they definitely went for, as I say, that kind of cinematic James Bond master infiltrator kind of soundtrack. Would you believe that that works? I can even look right at him. I'm up here, mate. Hello. So we're waiting for the changing of the guard. That's how that began. And there it is, the manliest facing in 1990s gaming. Check out that jawline. Tactical espionage action, or T. Yeah, T. Best acronym in the world. Except coffee is better. Yes, I said it. Coffee is better than tea. That motion blur there they've got looks very weird and dated.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
Ooh.
I have no idea. But it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
I forgot that line was in the game. Oh dear. Oh no.
There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake.
That hasn't aged
I'm
well.
surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system.
Tutorial mode.
The bright dot in the
Go.
middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Why?
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm
And
afraid.
why would that jam it?
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology.
It's
You
not
won't
even
be
made for
able to
stuff that's in the
use it
future,
an
is
area
it?
with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except
wink.
for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor.
Oh.
By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
I love the way it had the acronym and then the actual explanation for it. That's kind of cool. The way they had like the use of code words and then gave you the chance to use it. So now we are back in control. So the first thing we're going to do is call Mei Ling.
What's up, Snake?
We'll get a save data in that. And there we go.
Snake, remember what the Gaul said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China. but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it.
Ugh.
But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
He can, because he's the king. Yeah, you could tell that when, like, you know, you were a teenager in the 90s, being the uber masculine character was what everyone wanted to be. Yeah, the sort of standards have really shown that games just... you watch them now and you think sometimes... Was that really a most appropriate thing? And of course, there was the old phrase, it was of its time. And it was. But you play it now and you think, yeah, not the greatest, but it could be worse. Right, so the question is... You see, you can go into first-person viewpoint, which I really quite like. You have the opportunity to choose your own way. The only problem is that it's not used for aiming. Well, not completely, anyway. There are points you can use it. Now, is he going to come this way? Because if he is, I might be able to take advantage.
Huh? Whose footprints are these?
That's actually really tricky to do. The enemies are getting very strange patterns which make it very tricky to be able to do that. But if you're quick enough, you can get away with it. That's now got us a pistol, which is awesome. And I say I'm not a veteran player of this game. I've not played this game for more than 20 years.
Surveillance camera?
So you might be wondering why I'm trying to kill the guards, because I'm too much of an East End thug. That's the answer for that one. And say, was this the start of the games going with the grey and brown look, I wonder? Ooh. Yep, that one didn't work, but I can quickly take advantage here if I'm careful. And the answer is I can't. Fortuitously, I can get away with this by equipping the ration. And amazingly, if you go into the next area, your wanted scale resets. I think what happened then was I got him when he was side on, so when the side on, you can still grab him as I did. Unfortunately, that still counts as being spotted.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
See, that's kind of cool. The only problem is you don't have analog controls, so you're constantly flicking downwards at full force. You don't like have a constant viewpoint where you can hold it in one place. Again, PS1, so this was very advanced.
I moved the DARPA chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth? There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
I mean, I was thinking, I was like, well, they're not talking about me because I've done 4 people in. And of course, the iconic, when you're spotted and they shout, "Who's that?" I love they ask that question and then immediately start shooting. So it's like they ask the question, but then they don't bother to actually let the question get answered. It's just like, no, kill him. As we crawl through the... Oh, what's this? What's he got to say now?
Press the action button to drop down.
Oh, okay, thank you. So you definitely got the tutorial mode active here. Even though, to be fair, it's actually not the easiest game to get started on this. It's actually a game that can screw you over very quickly if you're not careful. Or if you're just a clot like me who doesn't know how to play the game properly. Now what?
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
I mean, I don't know, I love the backup and everything else, but it's like, how many times are you going to talk to me and put me off a mission? So looking on the top balcony, there's no one here at the moment. I say it is awesome that you've got a full field of view to decide which way you want to go. So the top floor is a little safer because you've got, once you get past the guards, you've got the chance to pick up some key equipment, like here for example. If you don't pick this up now, you actually lose access to it for ages. And the thermal goggles might not sound that useful, but from memory, they had some really big uses. Mainly for spotting mines in a snowfield without using the mine detector. Because I'm playing an action game, I'm not talking as much as usual, so I do apologise for the absence of commentary at times. Ooh, very, very nearly got myself screwed over then. I remember playing the double-length demo of this game for ages when I was a kid. You could do things in the demo that you can't do in this game. Meanwhile, Queen Shimmin is saying you made it, what have you missed? Well, so far you've missed me getting spotted only the once. I managed to avoid getting spotted quite a lot, surprisingly.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
Yep, that's my support, Mei Ling. What she does is act as our save point, would you believe? We have the ability to save our game. Yeah, you can see how gloriously old school this is. But yes, I've been doing a few strategies which surprisingly have worked. As I am playing this on the PlayStation 1 Classic Mini. Practice for this... Yes, I need all the practice in the world for Dishonored. You're not wrong, actually. Maybe it's because I've got a third-person perspective and I actually see more of where I'm going and managing to get through a bit more.
Sorry, the Soliton radar won't work in a narrow space.
No, that's fine.
Too much harmonic resonance. The radio waves produce interference and we can't analyze the topographic data. Try to hang on until you get to a more open space, okay?
That's not the reason I called, but thank you. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go and overwrite the old file. Never mind. No big deal.
Don't give up, Snake.
Don't give up. I barely got started.
Oh, kinda damn cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
Yes, unfortunately, some of the commentary from the male characters in this game has really not aged well. There is some stuff said here that is kind of cringy and creepy. But it's the 90s, so you were allowed to get away with it, apparently. No, you weren't. There's nothing in there. Strange place to put some ammo for a pistol, but I'll take it. Oddly enough, she wasn't far off of calling me a quitter once. I mean, there is a story I've got involved in this game involving quitting, or coming close, but I can't tell it yet. It depends on something else that happens in the game first. That might be for later on in the stream. Anyway, how are you doing tonight, Queen?
Is that a woman? Not him.
See, they went for a very, like, Sigourney Weaver kind of look with that character, and I really kind of dig it. So, of course, Sigourney Weaver's alien Ellen Ripley was one of the original badass women in cinema.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
You can't wait for work to end. I don't blame you. I was like that earlier on today, and now I'm enjoying an evening of stealth action. At least that's what I'm telling myself.
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
I love how they put the
Slow
actors'
down.
names in
Don't
brackets
worry.
beneath the
First,
character.
I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Ah, yes, eavesdropper, correct.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary. It's grown into a huge joint project between Arms Tech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data, and then proceed to mass production.
Mass production of bipedal robots? Is this an anime?
If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype.
Really? Rex?
They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
So did they not hit? Have they never heard of whispering?
Warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL?
What the?
Yes, of course.
The
There is a
region.
PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes. Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of Arms Tech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
I'm with you, Queen. How did you not know?
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by ArmsTech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color?
Oh god, that classic trope. This wall's a suspiciously cracked one to the other one. Maybe there's something hidden behind it.
Level 1 security door. It's called a pan card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
Really?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium.
Are you serious?
As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
Why is he asking questions all of a sudden when he wasn't expecting to
with
stay?
my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
Dead.
Like me playing Danganronpa. A body.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
What?
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
Thank you,
I
Snake.
told you. The Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support.
Of course. Of course
Snake,
you are.
We don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
So yes, rather inconveniently, he's dead. Oh, a hidden ration under the bed. I've already got maximum amount that I can carry, so that's no good. So then, was that the sound of someone being attacked or something? So yeah, the card doesn't work on the cell doors. That's the answer to your question there, Queen. It doesn't just open the doors, but yes, a rather inconvenient moment that we've got a body dead. I was carrying a gun around, but I'm not using it unless I need to. How convenient.
Don't move!
As if he'd get caught by that.
So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot! What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Yep, so it seems we've got straight into a shootout. That's fine, I'll keep it open for that. I was having really awkward tank controls then. Yeah, the controls are a bit awkward, shall we say. Yep, stay back from the door so don't get grenaded. Anybody else? Anybody else? No? Okay, good.
Thanks for the help.
Wait!
Oh, really, game? Really?
Who are you?
Was that necessary to have the whole swaying hips?
You fool! You've killed him! I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
By the way, do I ever get access to that skull roll? No, I don't. I don't ever get access to that move. Huh?
Good girl. Just like that.
Okay.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound Psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
I mean, in terms of names, that's kind of a cool name. Psycho Mantis. So, what I'll show you now is we put the car like that, and then the door just opens. And the reason I come back here is not to take the admiration of the pixelated buttocks there, it's to get the ammo. That's the reason. Oh, I've just realised I'm going to need to use the car key again. So you can't always equip the rations to keep you alive, unfortunately. So you have full 3D control technically, but you also have to be careful in where you're positioning yourself in order to not essentially catch yourself on the back foot. Now, I was supposed to go to B2 here, but I'm very quickly coming back to the top floor, and the reason is I've got a couple of pickups that I want to grab. It's also good that if you don't have a weapon equipped and you time your movements right, you can actually strangle the enemies to death. And unlike in other games, such as Tenchu Stealth Assassins, the bodies just vanish. So it means that you can get away with killing them as long as you make it so you don't get spotted. Just like that. The only problem is you have to spam the square button quite a lot. But now, I've actually got a suppressed gun. It means I've got a silenced weapon. And that means I can actually shoot guards from a distance if I need to. Looking at the radar, for now I don't need to engage any guards. So if you can avoid engaging the guards completely, much like when you're playing a speedrun of Resident Evil Classic, you can essentially avoid using your ammo, avoid getting spotted, just avoid. As simple as that. Quick contact mailing again.
What's up, Snake?
The sky's up.
Snake, listen to what Lo Ji said. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Just because you see an item doesn't mean that you always have to get it. If you don't really need it, think twice before you stick your neck out. It might not be worth it.
Mailing giving speedrunners advice way back in 1998. Yes, this was before speedrunning really became a thing, courtesy of the Doom games. That's a level 5 keycard. I'm not going to be able to open that door. Now, if you just noticed then, the floor opened. They're pitfalls and instantly kill you. I know this because I died to them far too many times when I was a kid. I also tried knocking guards backwards to send them down the pit, but it never worked. I could never get it to happen, unfortunately. Now, it's all well and good telling me to look for places where the walls haven't been painted, but it's no good telling me that if I've not got anything to open the door with. So that's why I'm going through the armory room right now, and hello, that's what I was looking for. Some C4. So much like in Shin Megami Tensei games where you're trying to hug the walls to save them from being attacked by enemies, in this one you want to be constantly looking close to the walls so that you don't find yourself being attacked by guards. So you put it on the wall, you run away, and then press circle, and check it out. We now have a secret room with stun grenades. I'm going to see if I can use another one. So if I can find any more C4, I can use it as a way to essentially replace the stocks I've got. What you can actually do as well, if you're really good, is stick it to a guard and blow the guard up. I've seen people do that as, like, you know, for a laugh. Not something I've done personally. Dodgy floor in a secret trap room. Very clever game, very clever indeed. Yep, I've got maximum chaff grenades, so I'll save those for later. Useful for scrambling cameras. So they had time to repair the walls, but no time to paint them, apparently. Yeah. Oh! I hit circle. I just hit circle.
Answer me! Snake! Snake!
There's the iconic game over screen in the lamest way possible. That's a fail and a half. Clip that. Share it to the world. Call it the biggest fail in history. I deserve it. If you're gonna fail, fail hard. That's the way to. That's the first death of the stream. That right there. That's hilarious. That's easily the lamest thing I could have possibly done. Nothing I do in this game now will get worse in terms of being fail than that. Absolutely nothing could possibly be more lame. Right, pardon me. I better save my game. I don't know when I'm next gonna die.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's some kind of electronic jamming coming from there. I wonder what it is. Anyway, be careful.
Yes. I need to be told to be careful. Like not pressing circle to detonate a bomb when you're stood right in front of it. That's a fair point, actually, Queen. Yes, it would be an even bigger fail if I did it again. I can at least take solace from that. A tiny crumb of comfort.
Am I too late? He's alive. You're the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry. I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it.
C4.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot. I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver. Draw!
Yep, here we go. It's boss fight time.
Draw! Hiding won't help you. I understand.
Just realised I've not got the ration equipped. Oops. I just shot the hostage.
You better hurry up. The old man's not gonna last too long.
Oh, man, come on. Oh! I've just blown the witness up. Get ready.
You idiot!
It's not wrong. But if you didn't want the hostage blown up, don't put C4 on them. Oh god, I've been starting all the way back here. That's annoying. If you don't want the hostage to be blown to pieces, don't wrap them in C4. Am I the only one who gets this? You don't want a hostage to be killed by explosives, don't coat them in explosives. It's not my fault that they put that there. Oh, I've just realised I need to go on to C4. So I can detonate the one that's on the wall. You idiot! Very true. Now I'm going to skip the dialogue because you can do that, believe it or not. You don't have to sit back and watch it.
Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want.
Oh, he's avoided every shot I've thrown so far. That's annoying.
I love to reload.
You love to reload in a battle. So do I, actually. It's much useful.
All right, I'm alive. Let's go. You better hurry up. The old man's not gonna last too long. Don't you want to settle this?
I do, but you don't, it would seem. Oh, I shot the hostage to death. That time, I killed him.
You idiot!
First time I blow him up, second time I shoot him to pieces. And no worries, you gotta get yourself back to work. That's absolutely fine, Queen. When you're done, I'll still be here killing this hostage. I don't remember struggling this much when I was younger. I really don't. It's just as well that we're not playing permadeath mode. This will be one of the shortest streams I've done in a while. Apart from Dishonored 2, that didn't last very long. More because my computer couldn't handle the pressure. So let's try again.
Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want.
The problem is that half the time I can't see him. That's part of the problem.
I love to reload.
You love to reload during a battle, do you, huh?
All right. Alive. You better hurry up. The old man.
So far, it's actually gone okay.
What are you aiming at? I love the smell of Corda. You know, that sulfury smell. But to you, it'll be the smell.
But to you, but this.
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up. What? My hand!
What the that didn't kill him? How?
Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again! Who are you? I like you. I have no name.
That exoskeleton.
Good question. Very good question.
Can you talk?
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up?
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
World domination.
Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists?
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier, it must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's...
Oh, come on. Seriously?
Oh, sorry. I forgot.
What? Are you serious?
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project.
Hal's an amazing Easter egg.
But a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can
To a
figure out
movie.
how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn
No, it
of the
didn't.
millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of MUF are reported every year.
MUF?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It
That's
proves that
worrying.
there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
We've got Trident here in the UK. Renewed during the last government.
Yes. You know our industry suffered
Trillions of dollars it's going to cost us.
Military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Yeah, bleeding heart liberals want to check that you're not conducting war. Yeah, real bleeding hearts there.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as
Yeah,
good
bet you do.
business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected.
How did
in
he
this
still have
exercise.
that?
Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac.
Oh,
one of
come
those
on,
torture
as if.
They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card, too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi Hunter, huh?
Naomi.
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are
Does he care?
finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but...
Oh, how convenient.
What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
For something, but what could he possibly be in use for? I mean, they just gave him a disc out of nowhere, which I don't believe they hid from the torture guys. That makes no sense. Here we go, more codec.
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn!
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
Yep, Snake's not in a trusting mood. We just now had our life bar extended, so we're now able to carry more of the healing items. Time to do another quick save now that we've had that boss completed.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's some kind of electronic jamming coming from there. I wonder what it is. Anyway, be careful.
Yep, so we'll save our game now because we've managed to actually get through that boss after I constantly found new ways to fail. First time I blow myself up using C4, then I blow up the hostage using C4, and then I shoot the hostage using my own gun. When it comes to live stream fails, I definitely am on there, and as you can see now, the SOCOM ammo is up to 49. We've got increased capacitor for ammo. We don't have increased capacity for actual items of healing, unfortunately, but we do have it for ammo, which is a great start. It's going to come in handy, to say the least, especially with the C4 and everything else on all the walls, so it's good to keep moving where we can. I don't know if that's an area that can be possibly got into there. Out of curiosity, I'm going to find out. It looks like it's slightly discoloured. Let's find out by going back. Worst case scenario is I've wasted the C4. No, there is actually something through here. I can't get through that. I can't get through there either. Are there level 4 cards? Interesting. I wonder what these are for then. Oh! Right, we have gun cameras. Cameras that shoot you. I mean, that's annoying. And dangerous. Don't have them in your home, people. If you have them on your Ring doorbell, you will be liable for some serious civil charges. Such as homicide, manslaughter, and many others. You don't want that. So we've now got a level 2 card, which means we can get into these places to possibly get some more replenishments to our ammos. Because we want to get as much in the stock as we can, but we've now got guards in this area. It was previously empty. Ah, that's better. Now I've got some actual ammo. Now we're cooking with gas. Oh, we can get through. What's in here then? Oh, hold on. So as you can see, we've got thermal lasers. Loving the scan lines. I've just got a FAMAS. What's the FAMAS? Oh, it's an assault rifle. Oh, nice. I mean, I am on a stealth mission, so an assault rifle's not ideal, unless I can find a way to suppress it, like I did with the pistol. The suppressed pistol is probably the most useful weapon at the moment. But for now, what we want to do is essentially avoid getting killed. I couldn't have timed that worse if I tried. Why he didn't grab the side, I don't know. So that's death 4. Is it death 4 or is it death 5? I mean, I'm lucky I'm not playing permadeath rules, I'm not playing counter death rules. So it could have been worse. Yes. Don't come to this stream looking for a way to beat the game without any mistakes, without getting yourself in serious bother. Because you're not going to find answers here. Have to make sure I avoid getting spotted there. Next time I've got to avoid falling down pitfalls as well. So that's why this suppressed pistol is fantastic. Just checking to see if he's going to come this way or not. And he's not. Okay, good. Come on, come on. Why is it that elevators take forever in games? Gonna quickly go to B1 because it's a safe zone. Now! If we quickly go to here...
The DARPA chief and President Baker. So now the terrorists know both detonation codes.
Yeah, and on top of that, they both died right in front of my eyes.
Snake, now that the terrorists have both detonation codes, the only way to stop a nuclear launch is to either use the detonation code release keys that Meryl's holding, or
find the Metal Gear chief engineer that President Baker mentioned, Hal Emmerich.
In any case, you should contact Meryl by codec. Wasn't her frequency written on the back of the CD case?
Right, okay. I'm going to save my game, because I now want to explain something. It was at this point, the first time I ever played this game, way back in the 90s, that I very nearly rage quit. Now, but I didn't mean to skip that. Sorry, Melanie. So you're probably all thinking, why would I have wanted to rage quit at this point in time? What could possibly make me want to have rage quit? Well, I'll explain. Essentially, I saw the message in the codec that said, "Isn't that the answer written on the back of the CD case?" I went everywhere that I could in this game. I went back to the cells. I went all across the heliport area. I tried to get back down to the very beginning of the game, where we first rode the elevator up. I went all around the computers here, and could I find the CD case? No. There wasn't a CD case anywhere. I was literally, for example, up here, I was literally doing this. Looking at every computer, looking at every drawer, trying to find any semblance of a clue, anything hidden on these walls. If there was any shelves anywhere that contained the CD, I found nothing. Full of rage, I called up Mei Ling, I saved my game. I turned off my power to my PlayStation 1, pulled the disc out, and put it back on the shelf. At least I was going to, until I turned it over. And look, right there, there it is. Literally on the back of the CD case. Right there. Bottom right. 140.15. Right there. And that was the moment that I realised how much of a tool Hideo Kojima could be. Now the funny thing is, I'm playing this on the PlayStation 1 Classic Mini. There is no CD case to find.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
And they're rookies' eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Oh, just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off
Thank
my
you,
feet?
Meryl.
Don't
Thank you
worry.
for calling him
You'll land
out.
back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows? Why don't you ask him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry.
I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay, you see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special
good evening,
ops
Mr.
group used to
Jack.
handling
Just seen your
top-secret
messages
missions.
there. I'll address them properly in a minute when the scene ends.
Hush, hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry. I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep him hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
He's dead.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second-floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement?
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
Ah.
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor's being held?
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes you are. You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training, but when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action, and now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl. Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay. Let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard. Just like my uncle said.
Huh. I told you. The real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
Right, yes, Harrison Jack, good evening to you, mate. Yes, so you said you were looking for a few old pics from many years ago today. That's awesome, mate. It's always nice to see some old shots. And you're quite right, yes, the exclamation mark is great to watch when you're not the one on the receiving end of it. The amount of times I've had the whole ding, as it's known, that noise. One of the most iconic noises in gaming, actually, to be fair. If anyone's ever seen the Wreck-It Ralph movie, they actually have an amazing Easter egg reference to it. In fact, if you've not seen Wreck-It Ralph, why? Watch it, it's brilliant. I've not seen the sequel and I've heard it's not that great, but the first one, fantastic. Now, before I do anything else, I just need to very quickly go and turn off my heater, so I'll be back in a very, very quick moment. Don't worry, not going far. Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. Comes a time where you got to make sure that you're keeping yourself controlled. So let's go up to the first floor, because there's some loot to potentially grab from here. Of course, now that we've got the suppressed pistol, one of the features of this game... Oh.
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake, the cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas?
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait, you said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
Yeah, so it's interesting to say you see cosplayers of characters like Vanellope. I've actually remember talking to one of the guys who made a replica of Vanellope's car. And they took it to cons for photo shots all the time, and it looked amazing. Incredible work, has to be said. I'm going to very quickly contact Mei Ling because I want to just save my game.
What can I do for you, Snake?
Same thing that all navigators do. Navigate. What quote has she got this time? I don't know. Sun Shi. Let's try that one.
Snake, in China they say, you must cross the river before you tell the crocodile he has bad bread. Do you know what that means? It means that the wise man avoids danger first. Use your brain to avoid traps and stay away from the enemy.
Again, Mei Ling giving advice to speedrunners decades before it became a thing. I wanted to sneak in here because access to one of Metal Gear's most iconic weapons. The cardboard box. Yeah. Everyone remembers the cardboard box. I say the way you can get around cameras in this game is very strange, but it also works surprisingly well. That's interesting. I find it very convenient that a tank has gone missing. Now, I'm saving here because this is right by a point where I can potentially get myself killed. And so far tonight, I've managed to do that in very creative ways. I've blown myself up with C4, I've blown up one of the characters with C4, and I've shot one of the characters with my own gun.
Snake? Have you gotten used to using the radar yet?
Yeah, it's a great system. Not only can I read the topography, but I can monitor the movement of the bad guys, too.
Pretty convenient, huh? It also makes it easy for us to see everything that you're doing.
You're watching everything?
Of course. If you were my boyfriend, you'd never be able to cheat on me.
Being monitored 24 hours a day, that'd be like hell.
Don't think of it like that. At least you'd never get lost.
Yeah, Mei Ling, best to go in. Sweep me off my feet if you like, but be warned, I will be watching your every move. So, this is the part I hate.
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors. You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them, and the doors will seal off, and the place will be flooded with poison gas. Somehow, you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
Now, there's two ways to do this. The way I'm doing it, using the actual infrared goggles, which you can pick up because the door, for whatever reason, is open. Or, believe it or not, you can smoke. The hard part is judging which one is at the right height for you to run underneath. So I really hate this because the perspective is really skewed up. And then you switch back to the level 2 keycard. And it opens. I'm not going through that again, so I'm saving again.
What can I do for you, Snake?
This is where a lot of people would use save states on a true emulator, but I'm using the PlayStation 1 Classic Mini. So while I could repeatedly back out and use a state on the overall thing, I'm not doing it.
Snake, have you ever heard the saying, friendly counsel cuts off many foes? It means that a little bit of advice from friends can save you a lot of trouble. You should think about it. If you're in trouble or if you need some information about something, please contact Colonel Campbell or someone else, okay?
Yeah, in other words, the power of friendship will get you through. How many times have we seen that show up on one of my streams? Way too many times. Now, this is where...
Snake, be careful. There are claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you, anyway?
One of your fans.
Yes, mysterious person who's not got any picture. You're supposed to use the mine detector for this, but if you have the infrared goggles and crawl, you can actually pick up the weapons. And they are quite useful, the claymore mines. Now, what we need to do here... So, we can't actually see the tank on the horizon, but it is waiting up ahead. So, with that in mind, what we want to do is engage. But before we do that, one thing I'm going to need are my chaff grenades.
Snakes don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you pass. Send him a message. That's right, you belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are.
So this is our second boss. We go from fighting someone armed with a 6-shooter to someone armed with a fucking tank. So why am I throwing the chaff grenade, you might be asking? It's because I need to disarm a kind of like a radar gun. And to get it, to finish this boss off, it's very odd. You have to sort of like aim for a grenade throw up onto the tank itself. It's very, very awkward. Nothing I can do while I'm on the ground. Absolutely nothing I can do. I'm getting shot by my own weapons here. I'm out of rations, so already I'm in serious bother. That was that railgun I had to try and avoid. I love the little get up and then thumbs down. I really love that. It's annoying though. Where is this tank? Because of the perspective, I can't really see it. Oh, it's all the way back down there. What's it done back down there for? Dead now, nothing I can do because I can't get up. Oh, I think I've hit something, but I don't know how. Oh, what the hell? I didn't choose that weapon. So I've not got any rations, there's nothing I can really do. The problem I've got is I'm not able to get close enough to the tank. At least I'm not seeing a way. Uh-oh. Oh no, didn't want that weapon. I think what I'm doing is I'm inputting too many times with the push for the next button on the
See how you like this?
Oh! Well, that was lucky. I can't believe I hit that. Thanks for the key card.
Well, boss, I hope you are happy. He got the card.
We'll play with him a little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. In battle, he is as if possessed by a demon. Much like you, I would expect no less.
See? I told you so, but I will kill him.
So, General Ivan, I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him.
Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always?
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
I'm good at making enemies. In fact, that I can say for sure. I'm very good at making enemies. So here we are now back in the saddle. We've got some life back, and crucially, there's a ration there. So that's very helpful indeed. We've now got another capacitive ration too, so it'll make it a bit easier being able to carry more. The higher level difficulties, you get restricted to how many rations you can have.
What can I do for you, Snake?
I did once many years ago play this on extreme difficulty. And that is what you're limited to one ration, I think.
In my parents' homeland, they say, If there are more wolves, the people are eaten. If there are more people, the wolves are eaten. That means the side with the greater numbers is usually the winner. You're badly outnumbered, Snake. Try not to let them see you.
I mean, it's sound advice. Don't get seen. You can't be taken out. Right, so we've got surveillance cameras. And we have guards walking around carrying guns in gas masks. That is far from ideal.
Be careful. You absolutely must not use weapons in that area.
I've already programmed the nanomachine so that he won't be able to, Colonel.
What? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads. Can't you see them?
Yeah, there's lots of boxes piled up here, but are they all warheads?
Yes, they're all dismantled warheads.
They just leave them here? It's like President Baker said, totally careless.
They're working on a limited budget. They try to put on a pretty face for the media, but this is the grim reality of it. Nastasha knows lots more about it than I do. Her frequency is 141.52.
All of the warheads in those boxes have had their detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear of them exploding. But if the warheads are broken, they might leak plutonium, and that would be a serious problem.
Snake, never use your weapon on that floor.
Right, so in other words, you definitely can't get spotted, because if you do, I'm guessing you'll leak poison gas or something. What we've got to do instead now is try and... oh. Surely this isn't going to work. Oh my god. Didn't give me any items for killing him, but that's fine. The main thing is we survived. And no worries, I was saying, you got yourself to sleep. That's absolutely fine, mate. You go and have a good evening. In fact, checking the stream out, as you say, absolute classic. Just one that I'm not very good at. Then again, I got through that floor without being spotted. I think that's the first time ever. Normally I lose at least one life there. I say I've not played this game fully for a long time, but there are things about it that feel very familiar the more I play.
Snake, like Confucius said, the cautious seldom err. If you proceed cautiously, you probably won't make a big mistake. Snake, even after you get used to the mission, don't lose your concentration.
Yeah, like hitting the detonation switch when you put C4 on the walls. Yeah, don't do that, people. Filthy man! How dare you? How dare you use the public conveniences? So I'm pretty sure I need to go to B2, but I want to check out this floor first, just in case there's anything here. Oh, that's a girls' restroom. And much like in Danganronpa, you can't go in the restroom at the opposite sex. It ain't allowed. It's a level 3 car key door. Okay. Seen a lot of like level 4 doors, but there is a level 3 one here. Oh, hello. The Nikita missile launcher and Nikita missiles, eh? Nice. Okay, so let's not chance our arm too much here. Let's get ourselves out. Ah, okay. I'm seeing a lot of unwelcome air here. Ah, we've got an electrified floor. So, this is where we get to do something rather cool, but also rather annoying.
Snake, watch out. That place is filled with gas. Also, the floor is electrified. First, destroy the high voltage switch. It's the switchboard on the northwest wall.
But how? I can't reach it.
Use a remote-controlled missile.
See, there we are. That's what we've got to do. So we go to the Nikita. What you then do, hold down triangle, and you turn into POV mode. This is actually rather cool. It was very cool for its time. And that is a very simple way to get through that mission. As you can see, I've got quite low oxygen. So I'm going to get out here and refill it. A rather simple solution, but a good one. Now what we want to do is try and find any way to get around this. So we found a ration, that's helpful. Because obviously we don't want to be breathing in air like this for too long, especially when we've got potential for guards. Oh, is that a level 4? Can't get into that one, bugger. What about this one? That's a level 3. Can't get seen. How am I not being seen? I don't know and I don't care. It's working. So we'll quickly duck out of here and get our oxygen back again. Now with this in, what we want to do is quickly go to the gas mask. And now we have full gas mask goggles. How cool is that? Yes, we are now very much in the gas mode. So essentially, what we need to do now is find our way through. That's a level 3 door, so we can get that way. But first of all, is there anything back this way that we want to grab? Potentially. That's a big problem. When the gun cameras see you, there isn't much you can do. We could always scramble the gun cameras, of course. That's one easy way around it. But for now, we're through. We've made it. And we need to very quickly go back into gas mask mode. Oh, okay. What was that about? Have we taken a detour into Silent Hill here? What the hell's happened?
It looks like they were cut by some type of blade.
Yeah.
It's a ghost.
I doubt it's a ghost somehow. What's with the voices? So, it's the return of the ninja, but before we do anything else, I want to very quickly dial the starship, because I never bothered to do it.
This is Nastasha Romanenko. A pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to stop them.
You're a tough lady.
Those terrorists are serious about launching a nuclear weapon? The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasha.
Same here, Snake.
Yeah, so that's the new interest and all. Would you look at that? How convenient. Now all of a sudden, we can actually see again.
What's up, Snake?
Quick save, while we can. So I have no idea what ranking we're going to get for this game. I don't think we're going to get much in the way of good ones.
Snake, like Confucius said...
We've already heard that one before, so I'm going to skip that one. Right, the door's been broken, so in we go. I don't blame him, to be fair.
Stealth camouflage? Who are you?
Where is my friend?
What are you talking about? Oh, what next?
Snake.
You're that ninja.
I've been waiting for you, Snake.
Who are you?
Neither enemy nor friend. I am back from a world where such words are meaningless. I've removed all obstacles. Now you and I will battle to the death.
What do you want?
I've waited a long time for this day. Now I want to enjoy the moment.
What's with these guys? It's like one of my Japanese enemies.
I've come from another
I said that earlier, dude.
What is it, revenge?
It is nothing so trivial as revenge. A fight to the death with you. Only in that can my soul find respite. I will kill you, or you will kill me. It makes no difference. Fine. He can watch from inside there.
I need that man. Keep your hands off him.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again. That's good. Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is Only a fool trusts his life.
No, I'd rather use a gun. I think I'd rather use a gun in a fight. I think I'd rather use a gun, thanks. Oh wow, the fighting controls in this game are so bad. The fact that he has, like, you know, the Dragon Ninja Stomp and everything else is really irritating. Don't get me wrong, I think it's a cool fight, but it's just irritating how, you know, you can barely get near him. You just have to constantly keep moving and hope for the best. You have to evade as much as you can. Not much you can do when you get hit by a bicycle kick. This is so awkward. We're both literally just like jumping around at the moment, trying to hit each other. And he's being more effective than I am, because he's got a much bigger health bar. The music's amazing though, this music is absolutely iconic.
That's good, Snake. Hurry up and catch.
We're playing that tactic, are we? One moment. This is easy. You can't see me. Oh no! Anyway! I know, I can see you.
Like old times. I've been waiting for this pain.
You've been waiting for pain? What are you talking about? Is this guy getting off on this? Is it, or is that just me? Am I the only one hearing this?
That's it. I remember that punch.
What's so special about it? I don't get it.
Do you remember, Snake? The feel of battle. The clashing of bone and sinew.
Yes, we're in the middle of it now. Do you want to carry on and stop talking?
That's good, Snake.
Something like about this music though, I absolutely love it. It's iconic. Even though it's only a few like simple MIDI notes repeated. Oh, this is where you need to, if I'm not mistaken. You have to keep shooting him with the FAMAS to finish him off.
I felt that, Snake. Do you remember me now?
Can't be. You were killed in Zanzibar. can.
What medicine? What's he on about?
What's happening?
How's that gonna help?
Is it over?
Gray Fox. Colonel, that ninja is Gray Fox. No doubt about it.
Ridiculous. You of all people should know he died in Zanzibar.
No. He should have died, but he didn't.
What?
It happened before I joined Foxhound's medical staff. They were using a soldier for their gene therapy experiments.
I never heard that.
It happened right after you retired. My predecessor, Dr. Clark, was in charge.
Dr. Clark?
Yes. He started the gene therapy project.
And where is he now?
He was killed in an explosion in his lab 2 years ago.
So what about this soldier?
Apparently, for their test subject, they decided to use the body of a soldier who was recovered after the fall of Zanzibar.
And that was Gray Fox.
But he was already dead.
Yes. But they
How?
revived him. They fitted him with a prototype exoskeleton and kept him drugged for 4 years while they experimented on him
How?
like a plaything. Today's genome soldiers were born from those experiments.
That's the sickest
No,
thing
it's the
I've
dumbest thing I've ever heard.
They used him to test all sorts of gene therapy techniques.
Naomi, why didn't you tell us about
Because
this
no one
sooner?
would have believed her, because it sounds like black magic bollocks.
Is that the only reason?
Naomi, what happened to Gray Fox after that?
The record says he died in the explosion.
I see. But even if that ninja is Gray Fox, the question is, why?
From what I could tell, he didn't know who he was.
Are you saying that he's just a mindless robot?
I'm not sure, but he seems intent on fighting me to the death. We'll meet again. I know it.
So you'll fight again? Until you kill him?
Huh. I'd rather not. But maybe that's what he wants.
How long are you gonna stay in there?
Huh? Are you one of them?
No, I'm not. I always work alone.
Alone? Are you an
Come on, get out.
I never got that joke when I was a kid.
Forever.
Your uniform is different than theirs.
You're the Metal Gear chief engineer, Hal Emmerich, right?
You know me?
I heard about you from Meryl.
Oh, so you're here to rescue me?
Sorry, no. There's something that I've got to do first.
Yeah, but no.
Well, at least you're not one of them.
Huh. Are you hurt?
I'm okay. I just twisted my ankle a little bit trying to get away.
Well, if that's all, it's nothing to worry about. I want to ask you something. I need information about Metal Gear.
Huh? Metal Gear?
Yeah. What's Metal Gear really designed for?
It's a mobile TMD. It's designed to shoot down nuclear missiles. Only for defensive purposes, of course.
Liar. I already know that Metal Gear is nothing but a nuclear-equipped walking deathmobile.
Nuclear? What are you talking about?
The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile. You telling me you didn't know?
They're gonna put a dismantled warhead into Metal Gear's TMD missile module?
Wrong. From the beginning, the purpose of this exercise was to test Metal Gear's nuclear launch capability using a dummy nuclear warhead. The terrorists are just continuing the work you started.
No, you're wrong.
I heard it directly from your boss, Baker.
No. A nuclear missile on Rex?
So you really didn't know?
No. All the armament was built by a separate department, and the President personally supervised the final assembly of the main unit.
President Baker?
Yeah. I was never told exactly what they armed Rex with. I only know it's equipped with a Vulcan cannon, a laser, and a railgun.
A railgun, huh?
A railgun, you said?
Yeah. It uses magnets to fire bullets at extremely high velocities. The technology was originally developed for the SDI system and later scrapped. We were successful in miniaturizing it in a joint venture between Arms Tech and Rivermore National Labs. The railgun is on Rex's right arm.
Metal Gear's main function is to launch nuclear missiles. You sure you're not forgetting something?
It's true that Metal Gear has a missile module on its back that can carry up to 8 missiles, but are you saying it was originally meant to carry nuclear missiles?
Why wouldn't it? It's the most destructive force.
Yeah, but that's not all I think. If Metal Gear fired only standard nuclear missiles, then they should already have all the practical data they need.
No. Could it be? Metal Gear's co-developer, Rivermore National Labs, was working on a new type of nuclear weapon. They were using Nova and NIF laser nuclear fusion testing equipment and supercomputers.
So they developed a new type of nuclear weapon in a VR testing lab, huh?
Yes, but you can't use virtual data on a battlefield. They would need actual launch data. These are some of the supercomputers. If you link these, you can test everything in a virtual environment. But it's all just theoretical.
So this exercise was designed to test the real thing.
What did our president do? If the terrorists launched that thing... Damn! Damn! I'm such a fool. It's all my fault. The truth is, my grandfather was part of the Manhattan Project. He suffered with the guilt for the rest of his life.
You can blame him. You'd be guilty feeling for that, wouldn't you?
And my father? He was born on August 6th, 1945.
The day of the Hiroshima bomb. God's got a sense of humor, all right.
3 generations of Emmerich men. We must have the curse of nuclear weapons written into our DNA. I used to think that I could use science to help mankind, but the one that wound up getting used was me. Using science to help mankind, it's just in the movies.
That's enough crying. Pull yourself together. Where is Metal Gear? Where on this base are they keeping it?
Rex is in the underground maintenance base.
Where's that?
North of the communications tower, but it's a long way there.
The emergency override system for the detonation code is there too?
Yeah, in the maintenance base control room. You'd better hurry. If they were planning a launch from the start, then their ballistic program is probably finished. And since they haven't called for me in a few hours, they must not need me. In other words, they must be ready to launch.
Meryl's got the detonation code override keys. We'll link up with her.
If we can't override the launch, we'll have to destroy Rex. I'll show you the way.
On that leg of yours, you'll just slow me down.
You'll need me if you're gonna destroy Rex.
I don't need you. I just need your brain.
I created Rex. It's my right, my duty to destroy him.
If you get a chance, try to escape. When the coast is clear, I'll contact you by codec.
How am I supposed to escape from an island?
Okay.
So what then?
I want you to hide somewhere and keep me informed. You know this place well, don't you?
Of course I do. And don't worry, I've got this. It's the same stealth technology as the Ninja. Foxhound was gonna use them, but with this I'll be fine. Bad leg and all.
Good. But I want Meryl to watch after you too.
Now, that stealth unit would be awesome to have, wouldn't it?
Meryl, the engineer's okay.
That's a relief.
I want you to look after him. Where are you now?
Very close.
There she is! Over there!
Oh no! Damn, they've spotted me.
Meryl, what happened?
Ooh.
Something's wrong.
Did you hear something? Wasn't that some
How
kind
did
of
you hear
music?
it?
What did she look like?
Only Colonel Campbell's only Snake
She
can
was
hear
wearing
it.
the same green uniform as the terrorists.
A disguise?
She had such a cute way of walking. She kind of wiggles her behind.
You were really looking.
Well, she's got a very cute behind.
Walking, huh?
Daru, is that you?
If she's disguised as the enemy, you'll have to contact her when she's alone, huh? There's only one place where we can be sure she's by herself.
Where's that?
Don't be so tense. Here, use this security card. It's security level 4.
You're not in pain, are you?
Huh?
You feel okay? Nothing bothering you?
What's wrong? Getting all friendly all of a sudden.
No, nothing. I'm glad you're okay.
You're strange.
I'm a little nervous. Everyone else I've saved suddenly dies.
You're bad luck.
Forget it, Doctor.
Call me Otacon.
Otacon?
It stands for
Yep.
Otaku Convention. An otaku's a guy like me who likes Japanimation.
Japanimation? What? Japanimation?
Japan was the first country to successfully make bipedal robots. They're still the best in the field
Are
of
they?
robotics.
And Japanese cartoons played some part in that?
They did. I didn't get into science to make nuclear weapons, you know.
That's what all scientists say.
I became a scientist because I wanted to make robots like the ones in the Japanese animes. Really, it's true.
Just sounds like a childish excuse to me.
You're right. We have to take responsibility. Science has always thrived on war. Greatest weapons of mass destruction were created by scientists who wanted to be famous. But that's all over now. I won't take part in murder anymore.
Whatever. All I want from you is information.
Sure. I know everything about this whole base. Ask me anything about Rex or about this place. Also, with this stealth camouflage, I can sneak in and out of the armory and mess hall. If you need ammo or rations, just tell me and I'll bring them to you. I'm on frequency 141.12. See you later.
Alright, so 141.12. Okay, that's easy enough. Basically, I've still got the thermal goggles equipped because of the fight, so I can now take those off. Which will be a relief for all you people out there watching, because you won't have to listen to the look through the eye bleeding red. I'll get my words out eventually.
You still haven't found Meryl? Snake, the warhead storage building that you're in has 1 floor above ground and 2 floors below ground. Why don't you search there too?
I will do, but I just wanted to make sure I had your Kodak in the list. That's all.
Snake, there's an old Chinese saying, a scholar who cherishes the love of comfort is not fit to be deemed a scholar. Einstein said it another way. He said that only a life lived for others is worth living. That's why I entered MIT instead of Princeton or Vassar like my friends. I wanted to do applied physics, not just theoretical stuff. I wanted to make things for people. The Soliton radar system or the Codex system. I just wanted to make something that would be useful for people. I think that it was the same for Dr. Emmerich too. But he was used like a tool. Used to make a horrible killing machine. Maybe it would be better if engineers like us just stopped making things. I don't know.
She's doubting her own self, even though she's not done anything to create a weapon of war so far. It's quite interesting, though, the analogy she put forward. It was nice to also see her talking about MIT and everything else. I thought that was really kind of cool. So I forgot about that, actually. I forgot that she went to MIT. So it's nice that they've got some of the big characters who are, you know, not all about being killing machines. And it's cool that they've, like, shown other sides to studying and everything else, so there's actually a lot of things you can get from it. Good inspiration. Because yes, there was a time when games actually proposed studying and things in a positive light. Anyone who's played the Persona games knows all about that. Had to get those social stats ranked up, people. Have to get those social stats ranked up. So we're about to re-enter the area where I need a gas mask. Here we go. But there were a couple of level 4 items through here. I don't want to throw this just yet. I want to throw a chaff grenade. Assuming I've got any chaff grenades. I've got 3, I've not got many, but I've got enough. Okay, so we've got some Nikita missiles, which is cool. And then we can run away. But that's a level 6 one, so I can't get into that. But there was a level 4 here. I think it might have been this door here, actually, that was level 4. Stun grenades. More stun grenades. That's cool. And I've just realised I'm dying because I've not changed my gas mask back. But I do that now. Yay! Here we go. And we are clear. I will use Zasokum because it's a good weapon. Especially with the fact that it has the sneaking, silent scope equipped to it. I've only just saved actually, so I'm going to leave it here for now. Right, so what we're doing now is we're looking out for Meryl, who apparently has a very unique way of walking. I don't want to go back to the first floor, because the first floor is irritating due to the guards who like to essentially take you out. What's with the music? Oh, is that another dude on the can? Thank you for the ammo. Now this is where I need to pay special attention to things. But it's time for me to do a classic move.
What have you got there? A cardboard box?
Yeah, remember that trick?
That's the Snake I remember. Those poor fools won't know what hit them.
You can get a lot of comments about them, it's quite funny.
A cardboard box, huh? Just like Zanzibar.
It saved my skin more than a few times in outer heaven, too.
Getting the maximum use out of ordinary on-hand objects is the first principle of survival. It's especially important in covert operations.
I haven't forgotten what you taught me.
And then even Nastasha has some interesting stuff to say.
Herrscher, good. You found a SOCOM. That's a Special Operations Command pistol. It's a 45 caliber pistol with plenty of stopping power. It's also equipped with a LAM for nighttime combat. If you hold down the weapon button, you can train the laser sight on the enemy to help you aim. If you find a SOCOM suppressor, you can
Way
equip
ahead
that
of you.
too. That pistol was designed specifically for use by special forces, so I think it will be useful. Some people find it a little heavy and hard to use, but it shouldn't be a problem for you.
And she's not wrong. Right. Okay, I'm going to see if it works.
Mr. Boggs.
Yep, did that on purpose because I needed her to get out of here. So, while we've got the chance, what we now need to do is scout around for any weapons. It's level 5, so I can't access that one. That's level 6, I definitely can't access that one. Level 4, interesting, wonder what's through here. Oh, cardboard box B, how ironic. And there she goes.
Don't move. That's the second time I've been able to sneak up on the legendary Solid Snake.
You're Meryl? There's no way you could pass for a man for long.
What do you mean? Hey, men aren't allowed in here.
I had no idea you were so feminine.
This is no time to try and hit on me, Snake. Besides, it's a waste of time. When I joined up, they gave me psychotherapy to destroy my interest in men.
Same smart mouth. You're Meryl, all right. Are you hurt?
Not yet. After all, I was disguised as a genome soldier.
So why'd you change? You'd be a lot better off dressed like one of them.
I got tired of disguising myself. The truth is, the uniform smelled like blood.
What's that mark?
Huh? Oh, this? It's a paint tattoo. It's not real. I was a fan of Foxhound way back, when guys like you and my uncle were in it. None of that gene therapy like there is today. You guys were real heroes.
There are no heroes in war. All the heroes I know are either dead or in
Well,
prison.
Extel jumping in saying, hi, good evening to you, how are you doing?
You're a hero, aren't you?
I'm just a man who's good at what he does, killing. There's no winning or losing for a mercenary. The only winners in war are
Tremendous
people.
voice acting.
That's right, and you fight for the people.
I've never fought for anyone but myself. I've got no purpose in life, no ultimate goal.
Come on.
It's only when I'm cheating death on the battlefield. The only time I feel truly alive.
Seeing other people die makes you feel alive, huh? You love war and don't want it to stop? Is it the same with all great soldiers throughout history?
Why didn't you contact me?
My codec was broken.
Is that all?
Shouldn't you just be happy we met up like this? How did you recognize me in disguise?
I never forget a lady.
So there's something you like about me, huh?
Yeah, you've got a great butt.
Oh, I see. First it's my eyes, now it's my butt. What's next?
On the battlefield, you never think about what's next.
Ah, fantastic. Good luck with that, Extel. What kind of careers are you going for?
So, Snake, how are the negotiations going?
No progress.
So it's all up to you, huh?
Somebody's got to stop them from launching a nuclear missile.
There are two ways. Either we destroy Metal Gear, or...
we override the detonation code. You got the card keys from Baker?
Card keys? You mean this?
Where are the others? There should be 3 keys.
This is all I've got.
Where could the other 2 be?
I have no idea, but they must be somewhere. If we can't find them, we'll
I hate
have no
fetch
choice
quests.
but to destroy Metal Gear.
Metal Gear is in an underground maintenance base to the north.
Take me too. I know this place better than you do.
You'll just slow me down. You don't have enough battle experience.
I won't slow you down.
Oh,
I
wow, that's
promise.
technical. That's awesome.
If you do,
Then you can shoot me.
I don't like to waste
Oh!
Got it. I'll be
Software
careful.
test analyst role. That's amazing. What an awesome choice.
You know, I don't use makeup the way other women do.
Don't worry, neither do I.
I hardly ever look at myself in the mirror. I've always despised that kind of woman. I always dreamed of becoming a soldier. But I was wrong. It wasn't really my dream. My father, he was killed in action when I was younger.
You wanted to follow in your father's footsteps?
Not really. I thought that if I became a soldier, I could understand him better.
So are you a soldier yet?
I thought I was until today, but now I understand. The truth is, I was just afraid of looking at myself, afraid of having to make my own decisions in life. But I'm not gonna lie to myself anymore. It's time I took a long, hard look at myself. I want to know who I am, what I'm capable of. I want to know why I've lived the way I've lived until now. I want to know.
Take a good look. You won't get another chance for a while. You should wash your face, too, while you're at it.
Yeah.
This isn't a training exercise. Our lives are riding on this. There are no heroes or heroines. If you lose, you're worm food.
Yeah.
Is that FAMAS functional?
Unfortunately, it's out of ammo.
Where'd you get that Desert Eagle?
I found it in the armory. It's a .50 caliber Action
Gimme.
Express. There was a SOCOM pistol too, but I chose this.
Huh. So I got a leftover, huh? Isn't that gun a little big for a girl?
Don't worry, I can handle it.
Come on, use my .45.
Listen, I've used a gun like this since I was 8 years old. I'm more comfortable with it than I am with a bra.
And just to show it off, that's why she stores her ammo.
If we're gonna go to the north, we'll have to go through the commander's room on this floor. The overland route is blocked by glaciers. The door to the commander's room is security level 5. This card will open it. It was inside the pocket of the uniform I was wearing.
Looks like he must have been guarding someplace important.
Okay, let's go. I know this place better than you. I'll be point man. Follow me.
This game actually does have a rather interesting little Easter egg in a moment that I can show you all. It's where the...
It's a good thing you hooked up with Meryl. You should have seen the Colonel. He doesn't like to let it show because he's the boss, but he was so happy he could barely contain himself.
I'm glad to hear that.
Where was the hooking up in that scene? Was I watching a different scene to Mei Ling? And yeah, you say, how do you consider? There's loads of things in this game that make no sense. One of the characters gave me a disc that said they weren't able to find it. I'm like, how? They tortured you. They stripped you naked and tied you to a table.
See you later, Snake.
How did they not possibly find your item? It made no sense to me.
That's strange. There's no guard.
What happened to the music?
I'll keep a lookout. Make sure you're ready, okay?
But yeah, in this game now, it doesn't like you being violent towards girls. Watch this. This is quite far, so I better check my life before I do anything else. It'd be the lamest way to die. Right, watch this.
What are you thinking?
That's a proper slap. That is a slap and a half. That's the game saying, don't hit girls. And the game is 100% correct. I love the fact that he stands there, you can't control him, and then she just goes, woof. Knocks him right on his ass, as he deserves. There's actually one that's even funnier I might be able to show off. It depends, though.
My head. Oh, it hurts.
What's wrong?
Don't come here, Snake.
Are you okay? What happened?
I'm fine. Okay. Let's go.
No, you're not fine. The way you look to me then is not right. You're not fine at all.
Come on, Mr. Foxhound. The commander.
Mr. Foxhound? Yeah, that's not you. There's something here I don't like. It's a good way to teach them. Maybe if it had like force feedback, you'd be able to feel even more of it. Okay. Is there anywhere to go? I'm seeing no way out of this room, which is very annoying. This music's really rather creepy. It feels like we've gone suddenly into like Resident Evil Silent Hill territory. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Normally, whenever you press triangle, you go into Snake's POV, but watch this. The viewpoint changes. I never even knew that was a thing. That's something that I discovered for the first time on the stream. Normally, I'd be looking through Snake's eyes.
Snake, how do you like me?
What the?
Do you like me? Hold me, Snake.
What's wrong?
Oh, hurry, hurry. Make love
Ugh.
to me. Oh, Snake, I want you.
Who's that?
Oh, you don't like me.
Snake, Meryl's not herself. Don't use your weapon.
It's Psycho Mantis. He's controlling Meryl. That tune is his mind control music.
Don't use your weapon. Try to knock her out.
So, a moment ago, you saw what happened if you attack her. Now the game's saying that I have to. I'm glad that I stopped that. I could have accidentally broken her neck then. Sorry, Meryl.
Useless.
Optic camouflage, huh? I hope that's not your only trick.
You doubt my power. Now, I will show you why I am the most powerful practitioner of psychokinesis and telepathy in the world. No, there's no need for words, Snake. I'm Psycho Mantis. That's right. This is no trick. It's true power. It's useless, I told you. I can read your every thought. Now, let me read your mind. No, perhaps I should say your past. You are a very methodical man. The type that always kicks his tires before he sleeps. You are a highly skilled warrior, well suited to this stealth mission. You are extremely careful of traps. You are either very cautious, or you are a coward.
Nice Barnum statements, mate.
Still don't believe
No.
me? Now I'll read more deeply into your
Okay.
soul. Your memory is completely clean.
What does that even mean?
You have saved often. You are a prudent person. I can read you like an open book. The demonstration is over.
Now, before I carry on, I just want to make one thing clear. On the original game, I actually got the jump scare of my life playing that particular scene. When he says, "I'm going to read your past." At the time, I was a big fan of an RPG called Vandal Hearts, and I played it a lot. That game was made by Konami, and it had been released before Metal Gear Solid. So he's going into the thing, he's doing all his spiel, and he goes, "Now let me read your past." And then suddenly goes, "You like Vandal Hearts." And I was like, how did you know that? Don't know what the hell just happened then, but okay. It froze and then gave me back control. Well, that's your misfortune. This is a very, very annoying fight. It goes on for ages. I'm literally being attacked by furniture. That's his gimmick. And it's an annoying one. Whoa! Nice and certain Hideo Kojima for his own name now then. Just realised I'm going to need to very quickly use a ration here and then back to battle again. That's annoying. It was just about, I was just about to punch him and then he threw a weapon at me of some kind. I don't know what just hit me then, but okay, don't matter. How to defeat a boss. Crawl. Apart from that, it doesn't work for that. Something to bear in mind. So yes, this fight is very annoying. Especially when you can only like hit him once with the fists. I do apologise if this is boring to watch, but it's a strategy that works.
Why couldn't I reach?
What's into a tough boss fight? Not really, it just wants into an annoying one. This fight's not so much tough, it's just annoying. You can only really hit him once, and it's the only. Your hands is literally the only way to really do damage to him, because guns, like, he just predicts and gets out of the way. Now I'm defeating this boss in the most clever way possible. It's the trick that everyone knows with this game. Plug your controller into port 2. That's the reason that I'm not playing this game emulated on PC. I couldn't guarantee I'd be able to do that on an emulator. That's literally the reason why. Gotta be patient. This is a very interesting and annoying boss, but you just gotta keep your attention up and then keep it going. Bye-bye. There we go. So yes, Queen, you walked into a tough boss fight apparently, but I managed to make him fall down.
Colonel, your niece is going to be okay.
Thanks, Snake. I owe you one.
Now that Mantis is beaten, Meryl's brainwashing should wear off, right, Naomi?
Yes. But why did you go so far out of your way to save her? For Campbell's sake, or maybe it's because you like her?
I don't want to see any woman die right in front of me.
Oh, really? Since when did anybody's death bother you
Ow!
so much?
Naomi, it's true that Snake has killed a lot of people.
Damn!
That doesn't mean he doesn't have a heart.
It's okay, Colonel. She's right.
Naomi Campbell's a savage.
You used the other... I wasn't able to read the future.
A strong man doesn't need to read the future. He makes his own.
Perhaps so. But I'll read your future. To get to Metal Gear's underground maintenance base, you have to go through that hidden door.
That's a bit...
There's a hidden door behind the bookcase.
The Konami fans of Resident Evil.
The Overland route. It's blocked by frozen glaciers. Go past the communication towers. And use the tower's walkway.
Why are you telling me this?
I can read people's minds. In my lifetime, I have read the pasts, presents, and futures of thousands upon thousands of men and women.
Oh, gross.
And each mind that I peered into was stuffed with the same single object of obsession. That selfish and atavistic desire to pass on one seed. It was enough to make me sick. Every living thing on this planet exists to mindlessly pass on that DNA.
I don't.
We're designed
No, we're
that
not.
way. And that's why there is war.
No, it makes no sense.
But you are different. You're the same as us. We have no past, no future. We live in the moment. That's our only purpose. Humans weren't designed to bring each other happiness. From the moment we're thrown into this world, we're fated to bring each other nothing but pain and misery.
Meryl was repulsed at the 240p face.
The first person whose mind I dove into was my father's. I saw nothing but disgust and hatred for me in his heart. My mother died in childbirth, and he despised me for it.
I thought my father was going to kill me. That's when my future disappeared. I lost my past as well. When I came to, the village was engulfed in flames.
Are you saying that you burned your village down to bury your past?
I see that you have suffered the same trauma. We are truly the same.
I'm going to take a pass on that. No, we're not.
The world is a more interesting place with people like you in it. I never agreed with the boss's revolution. His dreams of world conquest do not interest me. I just wanted an excuse to kill as many people as I could.
You monster.
Let him talk. He doesn't have much time left.
Yeah, he's been out of story in a few minutes.
You've seen through evil. You, Snake. You're just like the boss. No, you're worse. Compared to you, I'm not so bad. I read her mind as well.
Meryl's?
I saw you there. You have a large place in her heart.
A large place?
Yes, a large place. But I do not know if your futures lie together. I have a last request.
What is it?
My mask. Put it back on.
Okay.
Like this, other people's thoughts force their way into my mind. Before I die, I want to be by myself. I want to be left alone in my own world.
In terms of last request, it's one that makes the most sense.
I'll open the door for you. If you want to find your future, go through that door. This is the first time I've ever used my power to help someone. It's strange. It feels kind of nice.
Ah, the classic trope. They do something good at the end and then, oh, that was lovely, and move on.
Let's go, Meryl.
I'm sorry.
Meryl?
How could I let Mantis control my mind like that?
If you're gonna doubt yourself, I'll leave you here.
You're right.
Never doubt yourself. Just let it make you stronger. Learn something from it.
You're right. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Snake, can I ask you something?
What?
About what Mantis said. I was just wondering.
What? What's the problem now?
Oh, no, nothing. So, tell me, Snake. What's your name? Your real name?
A name means nothing on the battlefield.
How old are you?
Old enough to know what death looks like.
Any family?
No, but I was raised by many people.
Is there anyone you like?
I've never been interested in anyone else's life.
So you are all alone. Just like Mantis said.
Other people just complicate my life. I don't like to get involved.
You're a sad, lonely man.
Come on, let's go.
So that's the maximum health inputted. And now it says plug controller into controller ports 1. Because yes, unbelievably, that's how you have to beat that boss. Metal Gear Solid had no appreciation for the fourth wall. You raise a fair point, Queen. Yeah, it's in the middle of a mission.
The tongues of dying men enforce attention like deep harmony. Snake, people don't normally lie with their dying breath. I think he was telling the truth. Maybe you should believe him.
I can't say I've listened to many people give their dying breath, so I can't comment on that one, Mei-Ling. It would be inappropriate of me to do so.
Please, Snake, don't give up.
Well, to be fair, that's good advice. Don't give up. Right, first of all, let's change our rations back around, and I want to see if there's any more ammo or anything left behind in this room. If there isn't, that will be disappointing, but understandable. Suppressed gun, thank you very much. It's a stealth weapon, so you want to use it. Now, there's a hidden perspective here, which tells me, yes, there's ammo, and there is health. That's good news. Excellent, eh? Into the tunnels we go.
Could there be wolves in there?
Wolf dogs. Half wolf, half husky.
How do you know so much?
I ride dog sleds. I'm a musher.
Oh, we're into doggo mode.
I'll take point. Snake, you follow me.
See, the sound of the footsteps and the birds in the distance is making me feel like I'm playing Resident Evil 1 all over again. Hey, some hidden ammo. That's good. This is why finding the thermal imaging goggles early on is a real must in this game. For some reason, the door that's normally a keycard level 4 is open at the very start of the game. If you miss them, you have to wait ages to get them. And if you're playing on the harder difficulties where the radar doesn't work at all, it's a big problem. Oh, I've got doggos knocking about. But these aren't the kind doggos like Koromaru in Persona 3. Oh, no. These dogs are savage. These dogs will kill you. Come on, yeah. Get up. Sorry, doggo. Let's put you down. Yes, all of a sudden I'm in a horror game. I don't know if this is the place I've just left or not. No, it's not. It can't be. So I've got ammo here. And rations too. Diazepam. Why on earth would I need diazepam? What do I want diazepam for? Well, the thing is that hack, Queen, it actually tells you that when you start failing, eventually they get on the radio to you and tell you, "Oh, don't start mocking me." Nothing I could do then. I've not been this way. So it actually tells you eventually, you get the radio message and it says, try plugging your controller in somewhere else.
Snake, what's wrong? I thought you were good with dogs.
Right. Do you want to see one of the coolest Easter eggs ever? Now. Basically, the dogs fawn at Meryl's feet. They absolutely fawn all over her. Watch what happens if I hit her, then go straight into the cardboard box. Watch this.
What are you thinking?
Yep, that's right. She got the wolves to piss on my box. How many games let you do that with characters? There's not many that do that anymore, is there?
This place is mine. I'll take point again. Stay back, okay?
But the radar isn't working. And since we can't use the mine detector either...
Leave it to me.
I don't need to leave it to Meryl, but this is kind of cool.
So, what do you think? Pretty good, huh?
How did you know where the mines were?
It sounds weird, but when Mantis dove into my mind, I was able to see where the mines were placed. Are you impressed?
Well, a little bit.
Only a little?
Right, so Meryl's way is kind of cool and all. My way is much easier. By equipping the thermal goggles, I know exactly where the Claymore mines are. I can not only avoid getting damaged by them, I can pick them up and save them to use later on in the game. Meryl's method was great, I loved it, it was a brilliant little feature, but my way's just that little bit more useful, let's be honest here. It's more boring, but it worked.
Meryl.
What is it?
Meryl, get down! Meryl!
Oh!
Snake, leave me and run.
Meryl.
I guess I am a rookie after all.
Don't worry, Meryl. It's me they want.
Even I know that. It's the oldest trick in the book. The sniper's using me for bait to lure you out.
Damn.
Shoot me, Snake.
No.
My gun. I can't reach it by myself.
Don't move.
I promised. I wouldn't slow you down. I can still help. I want to help you.
Quiet down. Save your strength.
I was a fool. I wanted to be a soldier. But war is ugly. There's nothing glamorous about it. Snake, please save yourself. Go on living and don't give up on people. Don't forget me. Now get out of here.
Meryl! Damn. Snake, it's a trap. The sniper's trick to lure you out. The sniper's waiting for you to go and help Meryl, so he can pick you off. Don't do it.
Must be Sniper Wolf, Foxhound's best shooter.
Snipers usually work in pairs, but this one's alone, huh?
I know her. She can wait for hours, days, or weeks. It doesn't matter to her. She's just watching and waiting for you to expose yourself.
Maybe so, but Meryl can't hold out
I don't think
that
she's
long.
waiting for that, Naomi.
Can you see Wolf from
Trust me
where you
on
are?
this.
There's nowhere to hide between here and the tower. She must be on the second floor of the tower.
If Wolf is in the communications tower, she can see you perfectly. It's the classic sniper's position. At that distance, you won't be able to hit her with a standard weapon either. You'll need a sniper rifle.
Colonel, take it easy. I'm gonna save Meryl, no matter what it takes.
Okay. Thanks.
What's wrong, Naomi?
Nothing. I'm just surprised you're willing to sacrifice yourself. You got the genes of a soldier, not a savior.
You trying to say that I'm only interested in saving my own skin?
I wouldn't go that far, but
I don't know what the hell my genes look like, and I don't care. I operate on instinct.
like an animal?
I'm going to save Meryl. I don't need an excuse.
Okay.
And I'm not doing it for someone else either. I'm gonna save Meryl for myself. Colonel, don't worry.
Snake, thanks.
I understand. I'm sorry.
So you say there's a scene out of one of the Bourne movies. It is a bit like that, Queen. You're not wrong. Say, minus the chatting. So bizarrely... Oh! The game closed because an error's occurred. And is there a resume point? I don't know. Nope, there is not. Well, I didn't expect that to happen. I did not expect that to happen at all. I don't believe I saved it until way back, just after I defeated Psycho Mantis. That's a huge problem. Let's see if I can boot it back up and find out where I last saved it. Because we might, unfortunately, have just reached an unexpected ending to the stream. Depending on how far back it is. What a dramatic point that would have been. A nice little point. I was literally just about to go into the next area and the game just crashed. By itself. No explanation, no reason, nothing. I've never had that happen before. So we're in the commander room according to this, so I believe it's literally just... no, we're not going to read the mission log. I think it's literally just after I defeated Psycho Mantis. Indeed it is. That's how far back we are. What I can do to speed things up is skip a few of the scenes by spamming the start button.
I'll take point. Snake,
I can't skip that one for some reason, which is really irritating. Right, so we get to see me navigate these tunnels again where the wolves were. I'm not entirely sure why it did that. But what I'm going to do this time is save before I go into that room. Just in case I possibly found a terminal error. If I have, then I don't know how the hell I'm going to carry the series on. It's an unfortunate thing. Errors can occur. Errors can occur and they do not care. Errors do not care if your progress goes. Imagine you're halfway through one of the RPGs, like in Wild Arms or in Final Fantasy VII, and you find yourself in the situation where the game decides, that's it, I'm done for the night. I thought I'd go away with that then. Get off. Get off! You made it to the end, Dragon. You did, but you made it to the point where I've literally just had the game decide it's had enough and it's going home for the night. So I've had to reload, which I'm not very happy about. But these things happen. At least you have a save. Right, okay, I've had enough of this. Hopefully that'll knock him out for a while. Bugger off and leave me alone. I didn't want famous bullets. That I did not want. Can't remember which way I went now. Was it down? I think it was down here and to the right, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Don't like having to do that, but unfortunately I had no choice. Yeah, it's a shame. It's more annoying than a shame, to be honest. Right, here, though, I'm going to do it again because it's funny.
Snake, what's wrong? I thought you were good with dogs.
I'm going to do it one more time because I found it funny the first time.
What are you doing?
It's a childish thing to do, and it's silly, but, you know, it's just the way it goes. So I'm going to save the game here.
Snake, your solar ton radar.
Yeah, it doesn't work in a narrow space, that's fine, we know, it's okay. Don't worry about it, Mei-Ling. Just record my game data. That's what I want you to do. Oh, that was the... I didn't mean to skip that, that's annoying. It's a shame, it's a lot of quite interesting dialogue, but oh well. Anyway, how are you doing, Dragon? Ooh, yes, power cut in the PS1 and PS2 days. I remember them well. Right.
This place is mine. I'll take point again. Stay back, okay?
Won't let me skip this
Radar
scene.
isn't working. And since we can't use the mine detector either...
This scene looks ridiculous in thermal imaging. Why doesn't the snake just go, stop there, I can get these picked up now? Well, at least now you can appreciate Meryl's walk. Look at how much space she gave herself, so she didn't even need to go in that first line there. All she literally needed to do was go forward. Oh god, Dragon, now you've made me feel incredibly old. You made me feel like the oldest bastard in the world with that one. You made me feel exceptionally old.
So, what do you think? Pretty good, huh?
How did you know where the mines were?
It sounds weird, but when Mantis dove into my mind, I was able to see where the mines were placed. Are you impressed?
Well, a little bit.
Only a
So
little?
doesn't that look weird now we've not got any actual character designs at all? But yeah, Solid Snake, all he does instead is this. Would you all believe it if I told you that this is the last Metal Gear Solid game I properly played? I haven't played any of them since. I've not played 2, I've not played a lot of 3, I didn't touch 4, I played about an hour, I played about 20 minutes of 5 and got bored. I've not played Rise and Revengeance, I've not played any of the games after this one. Right, I'm going to put it on this slot. It means I've got 2 saves very close together.
Mei-Ling, you said that you wanted to become a pilot. Did you take an aptitude test?
Well, I've got bad eyes. You probably didn't know it, but I'm wearing contact lenses.
So you failed your aptitude test, huh?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. We're not flying around in biplanes anymore, you know?
That's right. Today's pilots fly jets that go several times the speed of sound.
Exactly. At those speeds, the naked eye isn't that useful. You need sophisticated electronics to see what's really going on.
So, is that why you developed your radar system?
Yeah. I wanted to develop a radar system that would help soldiers make better, more informed decisions.
So your radar shows what's really going on, huh?
It depends on how you interpret it. Like beauty, truth is in the eye of the beholder.
You can say that again.
David Hayter's voice in this game is iconic. He turned him into such a lady killer. Now, I did show this scene before. Is it going to let me skip it? No, we have to sit through it again, people. No, we don't. We don't have to sit through it. We can skip through it. Thank God for that. That doesn't surprise me, actually, using Lego for the levels and that. It's quite common to use unusual like models and scaling to be able to make things work. It's not uncommon at all, that. Right, last time we tried, we got an error. Is it going to do it again? No, we've actually made it through. Right, okay, so we want to get the thermal goggles and we want to run out of here as quick as we can. The strategy for this is to get back to the top floor where the truck was and use the box to get into the heliport quickly. Because we need to get into the heliport and then from there we need to essentially find our way back to the armory where we can get the sniper rifle. And that is the tactic to get through there as fast as possible. You say your dad's ringtone for any messages from you is Solid Snake's codec thing. That's actually quite clever, I like that. That's a great idea. Now what I've got to do is go back to the floor where I can't use my guns, which is really, really annoying. I wonder if anyone's going to be using the can again. Ah, right, hang on. This is something I do for no reason. I didn't press square quick enough. I just sort of funny. Someone's wrapped their arm around his neck, straight to once and he's fallen down, he's just got up and gone. Huh? What? Huh? What? Huh? Huh? Why? This part is very annoying. So I'm going to do another quick save here.
What can I do for you, Snake?
Log my progress because I don't want to be going back through the caves again. So I'm not. This isn't a fast play of the game.
In China, they say, rashness brings success to few, misfortune to many. Snake, go forward when it's safe, but retreat when there's danger. You'll just have to play it by ear depending on the circumstances.
Yeah, that's the plan. So speaking of playing it safe, we're going to run at speed. Because what I'm trying to do is get to the truck.
What was that noise?
Now all we have to do is wait.
Is this all there is to load? For the heliport, huh?
That's the true use for the cardboard box. It's not designed for you to sneak up on enemies all the time, though it does work. It's actually a form of fast travel. So we are now literally back in the very first area. How cool is that?
What's up, Snake?
This might be a bit cautious, and it would be correct to think it's cautious, but it's working. And when something works...
The Chinese say it is the strong swimmer who most often drowns. It is because the strong swimmer overestimates his abilities and underestimates the strength of the river. You are probably quite used to the mission now, but don't get careless.
Yeah, year's going fantastic so far for me, Dragon. Absolutely, well, absolutely fine. Very little to report. It's all rather, for now, routine. Everything's going well. I'm enjoying things. Yeah, absolutely sorted.
Huh? Whose footprints are these?
Back into the heliport, nice and smooth. Now from memory, there's a guard that appears at the base of the ladder over here, so I'm going to use the SOCOM, just so I can take him out using the pistol. I don't know if it affects your ranking by killing enemies. I think the idea is to try and avoid getting seen rather than actually, you know, it's not quite like in Dishonored where you've got like, you know, the low chaos, high chaos approach, but it certainly seems to, I think, reward not being seen and avoiding that at all. Oh, actually, I tell a lie. I have played another Metal Gear game. I played a game on the NES called Snake's Revenge. And I remember blowing one of my mates' minds because inside the bases you couldn't use your guns. And he used to always use his fist and it took forever to kill enemies. And I just went to him, why don't you just use the knife? It blew his mind. Even as a kid I was ahead of the curve. How many rations have I got? Oh, I've got 4 of them as it is, so... What I'm going to do here very quickly is just take a quick look down. Yeah, I can't see a guard down there, so that's good news. Yeah, I thought it was a guard over there. He's gone in that direction, has he? Oops, didn't mean for that to happen. That's me trying to get too cocky and failing. No matter.
I hurt you.
Oh, I thought I'd shut the door at the right time. Oh, come on! He just went straight for me. The controls in this game sometimes are annoying. How many of you... where do they keep coming from, these guards? Seriously. There it is, finally. I was waiting for that to happen. That didn't go very well. Good kill counts, to be fair. I thought I'd let him go past far enough. Oh, you have to press circle to continue in this game. I forgot about it. I'm there spamming the X button. I'm like, get going. The game's like, nah, I don't wanna. So I don't believe he comes all the way back here. I might be wrong, but I don't think he does. If he does come all the way back here, then I can probably use that to my advantage. Is he going to walk up to the edge? Ah, okay. That changes things. So we have the calm version of the spotted music here. Yes, the camera can't see you when you stand right underneath it. And I believe that's actually true. You stand in a blind spot when you do that. Open the elevator. Come on. Yes. That was a bit of a gamble, but it worked. Don't need to use it. I'll save it for now. Which way is he gonna go? Oh, you bugger. Oh, is that all he's gonna do? Is he gonna keep walking left and right there? That's what you get for being awkward. Oh, right, okay. Now this is pretty awkward. Because I'm using a classic PlayStation controller. Oh, what the...
You got a PSG-1. You can use that against Sniper Wolf. Hurry up and save Merrill.
Right, okay, Campbell. Yeah, let me get out of here first. I mean, I love the design of that and everything else, don't get me wrong, but some of these ways you've got to navigate out are absolutely awkward as anything. Now, I believe there's also some stuff in the lower rooms down this way, so I want to quickly find out what's here. Plenty of grenades. Could come in handy, I suppose. Because I remember when I came through it before, I blew open the wall with some C4. Right, there's no guard. Okay. I blew open the wall with some C4, and behind it were like cameras with guns mounted on them, so there had to be something important back there. But I don't know what card key level they were. That one's a level 6, whereas that one's a level 4. A camera? I found a camera. What's the camera about? Yeah, Nikita's not going to work because I need to use radio for it. Oh. Right, it literally is a camera. It was photo mode in the 1990s. That's what it was, people. It was photo mode back in the 90s. Interesting, to say the least. Is there anything in here? Because there might be some ammo or something left behind. The answer is a big fat no. But we can go this way anyway, so that's cool. Okay. Perhaps some soak on my mouth. Or is it all FAMAS? Oh, boo. Problem with the FAMAS is I've never had to really use it, because it's a loud weapon, so you don't want to use a loud gun for obvious reasons. Use a loud gun, the guards will go, "What was that noise?" and come after you, so you want to avoid using the loud guns. The SOCOM, on the other hand, I can use it all day. It's a great gun. Shoots pretty quickly. It does decent damage. What's not to love? Right, looks like we're out on Nikita missiles, so that's fine. So, I had quite a lot of nice fluid animations to the characters in this game. It was great to see that for such an early, well, I won't say an early title because it was out quite late into the PlayStation 1's life. But I'm not about in gaming in general in the 1990s. It's quite spectacular. So we've gone a little longer than usual tonight, and that's because I like you a lot.
What is it, Snake?
Do another save for me, please, will you?
There's a Chinese proverb, the mind cannot be in two places at once. Make sure that you're not thinking of something else during the mission, okay?
Isn't that called multitasking? I don't see how that'd be beyond the bounds of possibility. Isn't it multitasking to be able to have your mind operating in two different paradigms at once? Or am I overthinking things here? I mean, I could try sniping him, but it's a loud weapon, I believe. I believe it counts as a loud gun. Excellent. We made it. Yes, this is down to half health, and there's a free ration right there. Good time to take it. See, the cramped, eerie nature of the game is really cool, and of course you've got to constantly think about your next move. You know, talk about dodging cameras and looking out for the enemy's field of vision. You have seen me badly fail tonight in a few places, especially death number 1. Death number 1 was the worst one, but other than that, it's been nice to play an old school game like this. I say, a lot of the mechanics that they had in here were really advanced for the time, and you can imagine now where they've brought in more features for them. Like, the ability to sneak around and that in this game still feels better than the stealth found in games like, say, the Uncharted games, for example. Not to say that they were bad, because they weren't, but it just feels like this game was more focused for it. It felt like it was more aiming for that kind of mood and that kind of design. I think that's the problem with successful game formulas, though. Once you create one, everyone wants to have a slice of the pie in their title, and it results in games that don't really suit it being taken down that avenue. Now, I've got to be careful here. Because my aim... Oh, for God's sake. That's what I was afraid of. I was afraid of that happening. I was afraid of coming out when he'd be walking along that way. My idea was to be slightly crawled out, but he got in the animation frames of going all the way out. Because, you know, what you should be able to do, realistically, is stay in the first person mode and let them walk by. Now, that might be something that can be done. But I don't know if they're going to have the AI to come across this way, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to sit here for about maybe 30 seconds. And if I don't see any movement, that tells me I'm right. And the game hasn't... Well, you can hear footsteps, so it's possible it might well be moving. Yeah, see what I mean? So by doing that, I've actually got past him in a much stealthier way. So all I'm aiming to do here is get past the camera and very quickly get back in here, and then cardboard box B.
Is this all there is to load? The nuclear warhead storage, huh?
Yeah, all the way out there. I do love the angular edges to that truck, it's fantastic. And as you can see, it even has a little letterbox view if you stay in the box, which is kind of cool. So I want him to get out of the way. Where Snake carries that box, by the way, how he folds it in enough time to be able to use it, you tell me. I have no clue. Ooh, that guard's gonna come this way. I don't want that. That took forever. That took far longer than it felt like it should. That seemed to take a very, very long time. So now we're all the way back here, and we've safely made it. We will save again. I'm aiming to potentially do the next boss battle, and after that,
Gather ye rosebuds while ye may. All the time is still a-flying. And this same flower that smiles today, tomorrow will be dying. Snake laughter is the best medicine. You should be happy you've got enough free time to play a game. Enjoy yourself, okay?
leave the fourth wall alone, Mei-Ling! Leave it alone! It's already taken enough of a battering as it is. How dare he use the toilet? How dare he use facilities that are designed to be used? Actually, that just reminded me, I believe there's actually some items in here that I need to grab. There's a level 5, I'm sure of it. Yeah, some more diazepam. Ooh, night vision goggles. Excellent. So I can use night vision instead of the thermals. I'm guessing that's a good thing. We'll find out when we go into the wolf cave. When we go there, we'll know more. Got some extra ammo for the suck arm, which is cool. So, with that in mind, let's have a look how the night vision works. Oh, right, here in the highlight it's not so helpful. But I think it'll be great here. I actually prefer the thermals. It's better for the eyes. The thermals fit better. Get off. Fuck off. Well, I've got some PSG bullets at least, so that's good news. Famous bullets. Right, okay, I might as well have that Russian. Might as well take it while I can. They're going to be waiting for me, there's nothing I can do. Just has to go around the top. No, that's more PSG bullets, which is fine. What the hell? I just punched a wolf. Yeah, I'm not surprised they did that. Get off! Seriously, this is really annoying. You can barely do anything. It's like, get off! Yeah, there you go. Shut up. Sit. I was going to say, well, I'm sure there's a route to the right. I had a feeling that's the way I came. I thought, I'm sure I came this way. I want full health. I might as well take it while I can. This is where the thermals come in handy. We hit the wrong button then. Button again. I think I looked down a laser sight then. And that's why she went, huh? I find it really annoying because it's so stiff using the D-pad. There is literally no movement. It is so stiff. See, this is the problem. It's too stiff. I can control is just so stiff. Still, I'm not doing too badly so far. Wasting rations, well, not really wasting them. Making sure I don't get killed. See, she's meant to be waiting forever, but yeah, she doesn't stay still. I don't like the fact that the game just like lets you like take pills like that. I actually don't like that at all. I really don't recommend people do what Snake's just done there. I really don't recommend people take drugs like that. It's a very dangerous thing. It can lead to major addictions. Right in the head. So, with that in mind, we're going to do a very quick call to Mei Ling.
Snake, wouldn't now be a good time to save your mission?
Why'd you...
What's going on?
I'm not sure. I'm getting a bad feeling.
Bad feeling? Something you ate?
No, I'm serious. Like a premonition or something.
I called to save my game anyway, so that's perfectly fine. And besides a couple of lame duck fails from me...
Snake, it's all up to you.
So besides a few lame duck fails in which I found myself being taken out of the game a couple of times, overall, this has been a success in the fact that we managed to keep it going despite the system having a random error. I don't want that happening again. So, are we going to complete this playthrough? Yeah, of course we are. Of course we're going to complete this playthrough. We're going to pick this back up. I'm actually going to do it on Friday night. I got the feeling that could be a great way to finish the week on a Friday where we'll be able to do this to completion. Because I got the feeling we're quite far into the game and it'll be a weekend, so it's the perfect time for us to sit back and enjoy some tactical espionage action. So until then, I'd like to thank you all very, very much for watching. And really, Psycho Mantis, why were you such a creep controlling Meryl?